So let's look at our headline over here and sort of where we're going with all this. Um, well, I have some content over here. This is sort of my header stuff, if you will. Um, I have here, which is my salesy, my little elevator pitch or my little salesy quick pitch on what we're talking about. And then I have my MailChimp subscribe form. Needless to say, I can't just plop all of this content in this header without giving it some of its own elements inside over here. It's containers or blocks. You know, when you think of div containers or sort of some of these other style elements like footer, and in a minute I'll show you the header. Think of them almost like like Tupperware for your refrigerator, right? You know, if you have some leftover food or something like that, instead of just putting it all in a big plop, you kind of put it in the containers, and you get to neatly organize how your food is, and heck, the packaging. That, you know, you're not leaving cereal just loose around everywhere. Uh, in your cupboard. Okay, I digress. Now I'm giving some bad examples, but let's just say that these div containers, the headers, they're all like little, well, just that, containers that help us to actually keep a group or a block of related text or content together into one. So, all right, enough of that poor analogy session, and let's actually get into what we're going to do here. So my spring roll with Thai dipping sauce, this is my big header. And this is my H1 that I'm going to pop in here, right? So I know that's going to be my H1, and this little sub guy, whatever. I mean, I could make it an H2. I don't really, semantically, it's not a big deal. I'll just call it a paragraph text, and I'll close that. But this content, these two items, because, well, first off, visually they're going to take the full width, while these are, you know, split into half over here. Semantically, they do have a little extra emphasis in the sense, or extra meaning in the sense, that there are our header for our documents. So after I put those guys in there, I'm going to put in my header. Here we go. Not header. There we go. I'll put in my header text. I'll pop these guys inside. You see, I'm just indenting nicely for my own peace of mind, and I'll close that. Okay, so that's there. What else are we going to do over here? Well, this is just paragraph text over here, but it is a bit different than our MailChimp form. So this guy is going to live in his own or her own div container. And let me call the div, let me give it an ID of, I'll call it blurb. How does that sound? Because that's exactly what it is. I'll close that, and I'll do the blurb. Okay, and then here, there it is. Oops. All right, let me do this. Bring that over and make sure it's a paragraph text. Great. Okay, let's see what we're working with so far. Obviously, what we're looking at on the right over here is the finished product, and this is the in progress. Okay, I mean, it's what we're going for. Obviously, we don't have any CSS or anything going, but this is a nice start